A warm welcome, and we're glad to have you on board for this exciting group stage match. I'm John Champion, and Jim Beglins alongside me for the match commentary. And here we have Zenit St. Petersburg against Real Madrid. Poor ball that's intercepted. He gets his shot away.
Oh, it's in.
Oh, that is fabulous! Sensational goal! That really puts them in charge early on.
Oh, this early goal augurs so well for what's to come. Now the opposition must respond, and it could serve up a really open attacking game.
A devastating counter-attack that, executed, I would have to say, to perfection.
Yeah, but once they won the ball back in midfield, they still had a lot to do. They were measured and clinical and made it count.
Real Madrid have the priceless opener.
For me, that just shows their determination to qualify here. There's been a real conviction about them. I've liked that.
Long ball over the top. No, beaten to it.
Well, that came from a lack of vision. The space was out wide and yet he hit traffic.
Looking to thread it through. Driven in. It's in. It's a 2-goal lead now. It just couldn't have been placed any better. So, it's now 2 without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
15 minutes have passed. Sandro. Cristiano Ronaldo, whose goal-scoring skills have already been seen. Could be a chance now. And he'll shoot! Oh, yet another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. In a straight duel like that, there was only going to be one winner.
Well, when you go one-on-one with the keeper, you can't afford any indecision, and that was decisive and clinical.
We resume again. The score is 3-0. He plays it through, he's latched onto it, he's on his way. My word, that was travelling.
Well, the defender was stuck to him like glue, but he got his effort away. It wasn't quite enough, though.
And we've barely had half of the first half. Chipped through over the top. It's a good hit! Another goal! This game has already ceased to be a contest. That was a teasing finish.
Well, although the keeper looked an imposing figure then, he remained totally unfazed and took the chance with great ease.
Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. Matic, Patrick Tvardzic, Matic. No, that won't be finding its target. They're off on the counter. Chance! Shoots here, another one. Riveting, ruthless, relentless. He escaped the shackles and finished very well.
Yeah, defensively they thought they had him where they wanted him, but he's forever on his toes and he showed terrific movement to manufacture some space and score.
And that completes his second hat-trick in 2 games. Five minutes to the end of the first half. That's a throw. Matic. Looking to carve open the defence. Up to nod it. A nice ball in. Slides it through. Jumps for the header. The whistle goes to signify half-time.
In my opinion, they're totally in control of this game, and they'll want to continue the second half in the same manner as they finished the first.
At this stage, it's rather one-sided. Zenit St. Petersburg against Real Madrid. A shot and a goal. They're well clear now. It's just a question of how many more. Thiago Motta. That wasn't the best of passes, really. Oh, he plays it long. It's through. Now the chance. There it is. They really have taken them apart now. He escaped the shackles and finished very well.
And it looked as if he had no room to try and engineer a chance there, and yet his strength and desire came through. It's a very well-worked finish.
Plays it upfield. Over the top. Great finish. The players celebrating the goal, but it won't count. Look at that flag. The referee says he was offside, and the goal is chalked off.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Pass intercepted. It's on for him. This is promising. What can they make of it? It's opened up nicely for him. Here's a shot. Oh, yet another goal. They're clearly in no mood just to sit on their lead.
Well, when he can back up that kind of explosive power with the right skill and technique, he's like a one-man team. That was fantastic to watch.
A memorable solo effort, that. Throw in. Matic.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
A chance. Now maybe shooting opportunity. Oh, what a goal! That is an absolute peach of a goal. They're well clear now. It's just a question of how many more. He's a crafty so-and-so, isn't he?
And it was such a beautiful lob. Deserved to find the net. The keeper was well beaten with that.
He's made it an incredible 4 in this game. No, possession lost. A really impressive run through. Now he's ready for a shot, and a goal! They really have taken them apart now.
I'm not sure he knew where he was headed once he set off, but that was a blistering burst to go all the way.
He just went all the way. It's a treat, that one. What a way to complete a hat-trick.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Full-time whistle within sight. Sandro. Picked off there. Wants to get this forward. Great chance for the counter. Can he now find a finish? There it is. They're clearly in no mood just to sit on their lead. And it's the substitute who scored. I bet the manager feels pretty good now.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
A strong run, looking to make things happen. He can take the shot on here. Chance for a shot! Cleared away to safety. And that's good defensive play. Picking up the loose ball, putting it into touch. The keeper, I think, will be relieved as well. There's the final whistle, signalling the end of 90 minutes. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. And that brings us to the end of our coverage this evening.